Alright, hey, what's up everybody? This is disastrously from gearworks.com and the E2KG network channel on YouTube, a channel that is a little podcast network featuring a couple weekly podcasts that we do, one discussion show and then one news show. And you are joining me in progress as I am playing Descent 3 on the PC. So this is a game from 1999. It is a legacy game, if you want to call it that. There's got to be some way out of here, right? Ooh, hold on. I guess I have no missiles. So why don't I arm the super laser? That's weird. Probably just got the roof. Let me check my objectives, which I think are on Shift Tab. So let's go ahead and start running down the hardware tonight that is in play. And it's about 4:45 p.m. East Coast time, the late afternoon, early evening of Friday, the 18th of May, 2018. I still need to get the security key, find Spencer's lab, acquire the data cartridge, and return to the surface. I still did not activate the data link. That's unfortunate. So I don't know if this rooftop exit is for me to exit. It's for me to... Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and recover my guide bot. I've just always thought that using the guide bot to kind of tell you where everything is a little, not quite cheating, but I thought I've been in this room before. So I'm playing on my secondary gaming PC, and in fact, I thought I'd seen that high heat warning. I gotta remember not to. So am I oriented wrong? So that... Okay. So I was thinking that was at the top of the room. It's actually... Wait. No, I came up through the floor. I thought it was coming down from the roof, but obviously barrels and crates would not be... It's not a reverse gravity environment. So either I need to go explore... Oh! Those Tubbies have been giving me a hard time today. There's not something behind me because there's no vertical. So I'm playing on my secondary gaming PC tonight. That PC is powered by an Intel Core i3 6th generation CPU, a 6290T. If I remember correctly. It's been a couple of years since I built it, so... Blast an air missile. Lost my bearings. Ooh, really lost my bearings. Okay, one more time. That's the floor. And I'm just trying to go through here. Looks like we'll be serving up a little napalm for dinner tonight. Above me. Move. Where is he? Hiding out in a nook and cranny, little punk. I also have to get better about doing quick saves. I got away from that during the last game capture session. So this gaming PC is powered by an Intel Core i3-6290T with 32 gigabytes of RAM. I got the security key. Where is this guy? You need to be careful because there's stuff in here that will catch on fire. He is eating you alive. Oh, somebody else is in here with napalm. Okay, because those little napalm droids have been the death of me all afternoon. Frag's not available. Go back to the regular laser. I now have the security key. Punk R security bot. Uh, 32 gigabytes of RAM and an NVIDIA GeForce GTX 1060. It being the 6 gigabyte model. And for a flight control system, for my joystick controller, I am using the Thrustmaster Hodis X security bot. Tubby. I hope he blew up. No, he did not. Okay. Which is a flight control system joystick that is compatible with both PlayStation 3, I think, and PC. It is one of the flight control systems that I really like, even though it's not quite as a premium as I would normally care for, but given the dearth of joysticks that are being produced in this day and age, it is one of the better ones. Mine, I specifically modded hey Google, start a 25-minute timer.
Okay, 25 minutes, and that's starting now.
So mine, I've kind of modded a little bit because I felt like the control surfaces were really slippery. So I have added non-skid, which is a material used on ships to keep people from slipping, but also used on weapon grips to keep your hands from slipping on a weapon. So I felt using them on a joystick was appropriate. I've really kind of fallen in love with the Hodis X all over again since applying those non-skid strips. Now, if I can't figure out how to get off this level, I may give it up and just let the guide bot take me to where I'm supposed to be. I've already put in an hour on this game this afternoon, so my hand and grip are starting to get a little tired. Forget whether or not there was any exfil point down here. I was hyper-focused earlier today on getting the data link reactivated. But I didn't think that getting the security key was really part of the data link objective. But it could be. Huh. It's already passed through this point. So for the game capture tonight, I am using the Razer Ripsaw, a USB 3.0 game capture card by Razer, which I'm sure just about every gamer knows. It's a company that produces a lot of gaming peripherals and other equipment specifically targeted at the gamer demographic and market. I'd completely forgotten about this little side room. So that shield is still not dropped. That is probably something that only drops once you achieve your primary objective, I guess. I went in here and flipped switches. I remember doing that. Both labeled as high voltage. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by the ricochet. So I think that's how I came in. Over there to my right. Huh, apparently I died in here. Yeah, I think these things are doing everything that they need to do. I think I gotta find the area where I'm supposed to use the security key to get anything more done. Where that is, I have no idea. Dead end. Ah, my hands are really starting to cramp up. For a webcam tonight, I'm using the Razer Kaio, which is a webcam also from Razer. Again, targeting the gaming sector, so targeting people who want a high-quality webcam for their game captures and live streams. What attracted me to this one and made me want to test it is is that it has an integrated ring light, which is a thing that I've been looking to purchase for a while. And I figured, well, this one already has one integrated, so let me give that a whirl before I go out and try and buy my own, rig my own custom solution. This area looks new. I'm not sure that I've been here. I'm going to keep the vase cannon armed in case I need to dispatch anybody very quickly. This is looking like it's a very tight space. That's just this little antechamber. Ooh. Come on. There's a good example of an enemy who's trying to fight me a certain way, and really the reality is I just need to take the fight to them. There's a green meanie in here somewhere. Where is he? Definitely found a new area, so hopefully I'm sourcing my way out of here. Don't like using the frag missiles in close quarters. I hope this is it's got to be a new area. So this area is very similar to the prison level that you infiltrate. Ooh. I wanted to make sure. I really hate you. So yeah, these things are dangerous because what the Macau? Where's that guy shooting from? Let's not dally with him. I don't know what's going on. Is that my guy? Oh, yep. Bad guy. What was that? Get out of here with that trash. Might be good to get a save here, right? For voiceover commentary this evening, I'm using the Blue Yeti USB mic with a wire mesh windscreen on it. and for getting the in-game audio into my headphones without that audio bleeding over into the mic. I am taking the audio output out of the back of the LG 27-inch 4K display. And piping that into my Behringer Xenix 302 USB hardware mixer. It's kind of tank. Okay. One down. Shields are holding okay. Picking up some gauze rounds. So this has really been an enjoyable day of gaming. Playing Descent 3 kind of takes me back to a certain age of life, period of my life, that is not analogous to my life now. You're going to have to get in closer to effectively use the Vaz cannon. Again, we do have concussion missiles still. Shields full? Shields are full. But probably use some more napalm. Oh. Where's that fire coming from? There we go. Now we'll take your homing missiles for your trouble. So I'm sending the audio from the display. Because of course I'm routing the in-game audio over HDMI so it gets captured by the Razer Ripsaw. But I'm taking it out of the back of the display and sending it to my Behringer Xenix 302 USB hardware mixer, and then picking it up via my Sony PlayStation Gold headphones. Interesting. Hey Google. How much time is left on the timer?
10 minutes and 12 seconds to go.
Now, if I remember correctly, this is a very small space. Sure, there were some enemies in it, and I don't feel like dealing with. Now, actually, I don't think there's a ton of enemies in here. If I remember correctly, this is kind of a, I don't want to say a simple puzzle, but it's really just a matter of blasting a bunch of stuff and picking a bunch of stuff up, I think, and then getting the heck out of here. Maybe there was just a thing in here I was supposed to pick up and go. I don't think there's a ton of stuff to do in here, but I don't remember exactly. Is it also possible that there's just nothing in here? Which every rare once in a while there is a level design like that. This is where I came in, right? But I hope they just didn't send me off to another part of the base surrounding area just to do nothing. There's nothing up there. I should also mention for lighting for the camera, I'm also using one of my 2-foot tall portrait lamps as well. Although I think the Razor puts out enough light that it would have been sufficient if I just used that. Man, I don't know what's going on here. Oh. Great. So I have a few different flight control systems / joysticks. I have an older Cytec X45, I think it is. And of course, Mad Catz was eventually purchased by Logitech. If there are no enemies that are here, as I suspect, there's no need for me to be all super aggressive about flying through here. I can just take my time. It looks like there's some chambers here. Somebody is apparently bothered by me being in here. I figure I will find them and deal with them later. Probably this would have been a little extreme for dealing with that type of enemy. Nice shot. Okay, so maybe getting out of here is a little more involved, so we'll take a quick save. So yes, I have the Cytec 45, the Thrustmaster T16000 flight control system, this one, and then a Logitech Wingman joystick. So each of them does well for certain applications, some of them better in certain applications than others. And I just have those to test, review, and put through different situations. See how they each perform. Plastic firebot. I need to get out of here. I cannot afford to go through plastic. I'm definitely on fire and I don't know how to get out of here. Blast it. Yeah, he had me there. Yeah, so this is the pain in the butt of this level, is having to go back in here, figure out how to get back to where you were. Man, those things take a lot of damage. There's nothing really in here but a bit of napalm. Which, of course, I've got to go back and find my ship's carcass. So I think what this is it's a series of rooms, and there's the one thing that you really have to get is actually just in one room, I think, is the way it goes. And I think had I not encountered a flame-throwing bot, I would have been fine. So I think my body is somewhere. Okay. Well, at least he was fairly well damaged. Here's my stuff. As much as I hate the firebots, I will say I'm happier meeting one of them than a thief bot, which forces you to chase it around all over the level and is faster and more maneuverable than you are. And once they steal all your stuff, the only way you're going to get it back is really with just a lucky shot. Now again, what's aggravating is having gone through all that and there's nothing in here that I actually need. Yeah, it would be one thing if this game were had like experience points and leveling or perks or something, and you actually benefited from fighting everything. Let's go over to the upper chamber. You do not need to be running around with the frag missiles armed. I'm not even really certain that I want the napalm arm, but I'll leave it. There's a fire extinguisher. At least one of those things survived. Maybe not. Alright, I think I am going to switch because I can't afford to I didn't realize that the guy bot was already out the whole time. Never put him back. Now, if he's already out, can he get his own power up? Well, then pick it up, guy bot. Okay, so he wasn't out, but I guess he can repair my ships when he's still docked. Repair my shields. Yes, there's only one entrance here. So this was the upper chamber, right? Right, there's the lower. Okay, nothing up there. And yeah, and these kind of gaming sessions and experiences are the things that I need to remember and plan for, so that all my game time is not just about live streaming and whoa. And doing game captures and stuff. Yeah, you and I are about to go mano a mano here. Your homing missiles versus mine, buddy. Get out of here with all that trash! Okay, 2 chambers. Hey Google, stop the timer. 3 chambers. 1, 2. Let's try this again. 1, 2. I thought there were 3. Yeah, there's 3. Seems like an unusually paltry power up for to give you just more homing missile ammo for it to be all tucked up underneath the statue like that. Or I think something that well hidden would be a little more lucrative. And there's the 3rd one. Okay, well listen, that's going to do it for me for this episode of the Replication Anecdotes. This should be episode number 313. Thanks again for joining in. For anybody who happens to want to buy and check out this archive, please go check out the E2KG Network channel, also on YouTube, and check out our series of podcasts and our entertainment series. And please feel free to like and subscribe. That's going to do it for me. I'm out of here.